Alright, hello everyone, my name is Aisleson and welcome back to the channel. We are here today to do a little rapid fire little thingamabobber in regards to top games that I have played this year. We have a little Spotify rap for Steam now apparently. Steam Replay, it's called. We'll also be going over my favorite movie of the year, as well as my top 2 favorite series of the year. So without any further ado, let's start with the gaming side. Steam Replay 2022 for your boy says here that I have played 72 games in total the whole year. Top 2% of players. I've unlocked 302 achievements. I've had 424 gaming sessions. I have no real clue what that might mean, but nice. And out of the 72 games that I played this year, I played 46 new games. Nonetheless, that's not the word that I wanted to use. I'm drawing a blank with the word. Games, yes, including Yakuza 0, The Sewer Slide of Rachel Foster, Outlast, Outlast 2, and various other games that I have not uploaded to the channel just yet. I did it for testing purposes, to see if I'd be able to play the game properly and maybe record and all that stuff, so yeah, stay tuned for those. And here are my top 5 games of the year. I don't know why I just did this now. I would have put it here because I moved myself off to the side. Number 5 is Skyrim. You gotta love Skyrim. I'm finally owning it again. I bought it again. So I've bought Skyrim 3 times now. I bought it for the PlayStation 3, I bought it for the PlayStation 4, and now I bought it for the PC. Next, on the 4th spot, Payday 2, a game that I played a lot earlier in the year. Sadly, I have not played it since because it's a big boy. It takes up a lot of file space. And James, if you're watching this, we still have to do that Payday 2 idea that we have. Maybe next year. Third is The Forest. It's been a mixed game this year. I played it a lot earlier in the year, as well as in the mid of the year, and now at the end of the year. So, The Forest has stayed with me almost all of the year. Unlike the first 2 games. Payday 2 only the earlier part of the year, and Skyrim in the latter part of the year. Next, Black Ops 3. After the last session that I did in January, and I played a little bit of February, I uninstalled the game for a little bit and then got back into it in the middle of the year, but only made a video for it a few days ago. So yeah, Black Ops 3. Little wavy wave when it comes to consistency with me, because I didn't really have the time to play much games, honestly. Except for number 1, Civ 5. I fucking love this game. That's one of the new games that I've played this year, and since it was given to, I don't even remember, I think it was gifted to me by my boy Jacob. He wanted me to get into it and whatnot. So, in the time that I have gotten the game, I have amassed, get ready, brace yourself, almost 200 hours in it. And I don't even know how many gold achievements I have in the game. I have at least 50 plus in total, and then some of them are gold, so that's cool. And to be exact, I guess, 192 hours and 0.7 little itty bitty hours. So there you go. That's gonna do it for the gaming part of this. Thank you, Steam. Very cool. Next, moving on to my favorite series of the year. Only 2, because these are the only 2 new series that I've watched this year, so not much competition. But it fits into a little theme. What I started the year off with, and what I ended the year with. So let's start with the one to my left. How I Met Your Father. A lovely series that a lot of people were really quick to try and trash on because it'll never be as good as the original. It's all woke, it's all crap, you know, all that stuff to try and put down on it. It's a new series, give it a chance, guys. If you actually watched it past like the first few minutes of the pilot, then you would have enjoyed it like I did. I can't wait for the second season. Hopefully they get renewed. That's what I started my year off with. My year of healing with How I Met Your Father. Funnily enough, since I got Disney Plus through my shared friends, I'll put them up here. You'll know who you are. You know these sprites. They graciously allowed me to mooch off their Disney Plus subscription, and I've been rewatching How I Met Your Mother as I wait for How I Met Your Father to come back. So yeah. And the series that I'm ending off the year with, well, technically ended the year with because it's the only other new series that I've watched, and I finished it recently. Wednesday! God, it's so beautiful. It's nerd heaven, as I told my friend, as I let her know that I started watching it. It's Tim Burton, Edgar Allan Poe, goth stuff, antisocial stuff, stuff that's very relatable to, and all that good stuff. I love saying stuff. Beautiful series. The only Netflix series I approve of. Because I don't really like Netflix that much. I did not get Netflix just to watch this. Because fuck Netflix. If you think that the Jeffrey Dahmer series would be one of the series that I enjoyed this year, get help. If you enjoyed that series this year, get help. Overwatched, overhyped, overplayed, over everything. People talked about it too much, like, oh my god, Jeffrey Dahmer, amazing. Like, how many times have we heard the story of Jeffrey Dahmer? How many times have we heard serial killer stories? And instead of trying to glorify them, maybe we should give some light onto the victims and their families and not keep pushing someone's name, which they probably wanted because they're that sick. So yeah, I bet Wednesday would not approve of such behavior. And all. So yeah, those are two series. And now I'll move this aside for the top movie that I watched this year. I guess a little bit of honorable mention. Fantastic Beasts. That's the only other movie that I've seen this year that came out this year. I am not counting it because of the whole Johnny Depp situation. And another movie that I almost watched this year is Wakanda Forever. Decided not to watch it because I wanted to save money. But I'm glad Joey enjoyed. So yeah, if you're watching this, Joey, maybe next time, man. Oh, I said top one, right? So I guess the second one would be, I didn't really go to watch it in the cinema, so that's why I'm not counting it. I did watch Fantastic Beasts in the cinema with my friends. I kind of fell asleep a little bit through it because I have no idea what's going on. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I don't know anything about the houses or the lore or anything to do with the academy and whatever. I only know very little. I know I'm a Gryffindor. I know the infinite sandwich spell, and that's about it. That's all my knowledge is on Harry Potter. So yeah. Alright, that end of that little rant. The top two, I guess. The real honorable mention, besides the first two that I mentioned, is Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson in it. I am very adamant to tell all of you, and I am not ashamed to say it, that Robert Pattinson has the best iteration of Batman ever. He did not take it and try to make it light or anything like that. Kept it full tragic and full eerie and dark, and that's why I absolutely enjoyed the movie. I didn't watch it in the cinema, as I said earlier. I watched it on HBO at a friend's house. Thank you for letting me watch it. I absolutely loved it. I have the shirt here somewhere. I'm staring at it right now. It's over there. So yeah. My top one movie of the year, which I did actually go to the cinema to watch, and some people might pan me as well for it because similar to How I Met Your Father, people were quick to try and judge it and to crap all over it just because people can't keep their crap opinions to themselves and let people enjoy and give their own opinions before letting them form their own. In regards to that, it's the psychological thriller that is Don't Worry Darling, the one with Harry Styles and Florence Pugh. Absolutely good movie. I loved it so much. I enjoyed it so much. That's why, if you remember from the Spotify Wrapped video that I did a few days ago, With You All the Time is in my top, if I remember, like top 12. Let me go take a look at it real quick. As we are winding down, since this is the last thing that I'll be discussing. Yeah, top 12 of 101 songs is a song from a movie soundtrack, With You All the Time. If they had like a non-spooky sounding version, like if they had the version in the movie where Jack sings it to Alice as it's playing on the record and whatnot before she realizes where that song comes from, if that version like that, that would have been the one that I streamed more. But this is the only version that's on there, so beggars can't be choosers. Plus, I loved falling asleep to it. It's very nice. I love the twist ending. I loved the whole themes about it, the whole setting of the 40s, 50s, perfect world. And that's where people go to escape and whatnot. I love the whole secrecy vibe that they had going on. I love the scenes of Alice slowly going out of her mind and all that good stuff. Oh, it was such a good movie, just recalling it now. So yeah, if you have not watched The Batman, the new one, or Don't Worry Darling, please go watch them. Do yourselves a favor. They are Ace Leeson approved. As with everything else. Wednesday, How I Met Your Father, all the games that I listed, even the games that are not in my top 5 and that I mentioned, I highly recommend, of course, going to see it and play it and watch it and view it for your own good. For goodness sake. So yeah, thank you. 2022, been a fun ride. 2023 is coming up soon. Hopefully you all will be as excited as I am, honestly. I have a good bit planned for next month. The first month of next year. So, I'll see you then. I say that as if this is the last video of the year. This is not. You'll know what the last video of the year is. So, thank you, and goodbye.